Hi, myself, Paul and Matthew are both professional tour guides, and we have decided to create a pandemic diary of our city, that city being York. We're covering today the first day after the second nationwide lockdown, so the city has opened up. Shops are open. Cafes, pubs, restaurants, although if you want alcohol, you'll have to have a substantial meal with it. We spoke to people around the city to ask why they're in town on this first day back, what shops they're going to, what places they're going to, if they're going to cafes, pubs, restaurants, how safe they feel, and how busy they feel the city is.
What brings you into the centre of York today on the first day of the tier system after the lockdown?
Just a few necessities and some fish off the market, fresh fish. And then something to eat. We've just been in Mannion's, which is a nice coffee shop for Egg Benedictine, which was very nice. Now we're wandering back. My wife's seen a Scandinavian shop around the corner. She's got something in there she wants to buy.
Just really to have a break out the house, because we live rural and we've stayed inside, and just to do a bit of Christmas shopping and get a bit of fresh air.
What was your plan when you came into York today?
What was our plan? Spend money. Yeah, spend money. We just wanted to see what the town was like, see all the shops back open. Thought it was a nice day, just fancy to walk into town.
What have you come in for today?
Just presents for grandchildren and the elderly, aunts and that we're not going to see, but get presents and send them off to make sure they get them.
Mooching around, browsing, yeah, a bit of Christmas shopping probably if something crops up.
So we came to get some food shopping and just look around the shops and stuff. So.
I see that you've got shopping bags in your hand today.
Yeah.
What sort of things have you been buying for yourself or presents? Or?
No, just for ourselves.
Okay.
We've had a coffee, we've been into the department stores, we've been into the little shops, just looking for unusual things really, to go with the year, I suppose, different.
What kind of shops did you go into?
We went into Lush and Primark. Yeah.
I bought 2 dresses because I've been really wanting dresses recently, and I've not been able to find any, so I saw some and I was like, I need them.
I went there to Shada, Pratt, just kind of same as before lockdown, I'd say. It's not much busier, or maybe actually it was more busy in that shop, to be fair.
We went into Chinese laundry, which was like, it was good. They had like a minimum like person to go through. I think there was like 8 people maximum were allowed in, which was quite good. Primark was alright. It wasn't too busy.
We've all had it, so I feel like we're more a little bit less worried because likely
You've
to get
all
it
had
again.
it?
Yeah,
all
our friendship
kind
group
of
has had it in October.
Kind of everyone I know has had it.
But
How did it affect you?
it was pretty great. Like, it wasn't pleasant at all. It was just a horrible illness really for a few days. But luckily we were all like isolating together, so I was ill along with 5 other people.
But it's not too busy, is it, today? It's steady away.
How are you finding the streets today on the first day that the shops are back open?
They're not actually as busy as I thought.
Yeah, I thought town would be heaving,
Yeah.
but it's not as busy as we anticipated, but it is still more
Quite
busy
busy, yeah.
than it has been during lockdown for sure.
Quiet, yeah, and I think everybody's sort of, they're avoiding one another in a suitable fashion. I haven't noticed anybody being too close or anything like that. So.
Obviously the rules have changed, like there's so many more people and like it was completely dead before, but like it's packed now.
Is this your first time in the centre for a while, or have you been coming into York during the lockdown?
I've personally been coming in the odd time because I go to the bank, but my wife hasn't been. It's her first trip out. Yeah. But no, we're a bit wary with being senior citizens, are we? We just try and keep ourselves to ourselves.
Yeah, not really safe. I think everybody's, it's not busy, so I was expecting it to be a lot busier.
Yeah.
And yeah, I felt pretty safe all along actually. If you just avoid people as much as possible.
Pretty safe. I think I was expecting it to be more busy than it actually is, and everyone's wearing masks and stuff.
I mean, we're not too worried about getting it again, probably, but so we're fine. But I'm sure.
I feel fairly safe.
Yeah.
It's not
There has been times in York when it's been heaving, and I thought if I didn't feel if I was older, I would not.
But I think like now, just looking in that direction, it's not like you can't maintain social distancing.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely like room on the streets for people to walk 2 meters away from each other.
It was okay, to be honest. Like, it was a little bit busy, but like there weren't too many people in the shops. It was just more on the streets, more than anything.
How safe do you feel in York today?
Quite safe because there's not as many people as we thought. We thought there'd be a lot of push and shove, but no, it's a lot better than it was before the lockdown.
And how safe did you feel?
Not very safe on the streets. I feel like it is like kind of safe in the shops, like because obviously there is the rules and everything, and obviously people are wearing masks and everything. But like, it's just so busy on the streets, so it's like it's a bit much, isn't it? So.
Cafe is open again, and you've been in and had a coffee. How was that experience?
That no different to before, other than spaced out. It's just the same. People stick to the rules and have the masks on when they should do, and wash their hands. Should be fine.
You got a takeaway drink. Were you tempted to go in somewhere and sit down?
I think we will be
We're
doing
about
that now,
to,
just
yeah.
not Pratt, somewhere independent probably.
Sit with our laptops and do some work.
And have you any plans to go into a pub and have a substantial meal with a pint?
I think I might go to Stone Walton actually at some point, which like they've introduced like pizza and stuff, so I like to go with like drinks for like a pretty good price. So
Just to have a meal rather than to drink,
Yeah.
because the rules does seem to kind of like hinder any like heavy drinking. Yeah.
Have you got any plans to go for a meal, a substantial meal?
Yes, that's why we've only got 5 minutes because we've booked a substantial meal, yes.
With alcohol as well?
It's available if you want, I think.
You say a substantial meal, but this morning, isn't it, a Scotch egg is classed as a substantial meal? Or is it a sandwich with pickles? It's law, that is, the old law, so they said that. So put a plate and put a cheap sandwich on for 40p or something, get your cost back, and have a pint of beer.
Will you be planning to have a substantial meal with a drink in?
No, we just drink from home anyway, so it's cheaper.